We were challenged to make a film with only one word of dialogue. The story needed to be visual, no bloated backstory, a simple structure, and all represented on screen through action. To save time and money, we made it about one character in one location. Because the Asylum groove is so short and simple, the focus of the film was to create a lovable character on screen, then transform him into a villain at the end, hopefully giving the film a strong twist. We chose this idea because we had access to a derelict school's assembly hall.
To take advantage of the old grubby look, we decided to embrace the aesthetic instead of trying to transform it into something else. We added a banner, balloons and props including a record player to give the impression that our character has been tasked with decorating the Bedsville disco. We created a mood board of films and artwork we wanted to replicate with character inspiration taken from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Having access to the location prior to the shoot allowed us to create storyboards, test the lighting and dress the set. We even had the opportunity for our actor and dance choreographer to practice the dance routine on location.
The film has two very different looking scenes shot in one location. To create the bright atmosphere during the dance, we rented some Aperture 300Ds with space lights to motivate the sunlight. This meant we were able to correctly expose for both the actor and the details outside the window. We shot the film at f8 for that vintage deep focus look and to show off the old grimy location. The final shot of the film was inspired by this piece of art we saw online. To stage the scene, we did several things. We built a dark fort with blackout curtains, C-stands, lots of clips and with a window at the front of it. We lit the subjects behind the glass with aperture lights to give the actors a more detailed reflection. To avoid the camera being seen in the glass, we taped up all of the shiny parts of the camera with gaff tape to prevent any reflections.
We used the Rode NTG2 to record the dialogue, Foley art and sound effects. The music, whooshes, risers and crescendos were all sourced online. Having dance choreography meant playing the song on location, so we couldn't record any sound during the dancing scene. We didn't have access to a quiet room, so we decided to record the Foley on location. This way the acoustics of the room would match the picture without having to do too much tweaking in post. We set up an equipment cart in the centre of the room with a laptop playing the edit. With the Rode NTG2 on a mic stand plugged into a Tascam DR70D, we recorded a dozen takes at different speeds and impacts. We recorded a run through of the sounds from the beginning to the end, miming all of the actions. We also captured a load of isolated single sounds to mix in if there were any issues. And to top it off, we device tested the film on a range of different picture and audio devices to make sure the film looked and sounded good even on something like a phone.